Fight news. All the pain of the fight without any of the prize money. Here's Bo and Uncle Peter.
What are you babbling about?
Fight News, episode 37, A Wish for Nerve Sauce.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another thrilling edition of Comic Book Man's Video Outhouse. I am, of course, who I always am, your humble host, Uncle Peter, and this guy is who he always is.
Hi, kids, it's Bo.
It's Bo, and if that's the two of us together, one of two things are happening. We're either getting ready for a drunken fiesta, or we're bringing you MMA news. And in this particular case, your luck runs out because it's MMA news. We are bringing it to you from where we always do, Alternate Reality Incorporated, that comic book megastore next to the corner of 111 and Kedzie in the beautiful Chicago neighborhood of Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality Incorporated, where all your new books come in at 15% off just because you're you. And he likes you. And so do we. And we like to bring you news from the MMA, such as fight coming up. Take it, Bo Cephas.
Vitor Belfort will be fighting Anderson Silva on January the 1st in Las Vegas in place of
We're not sure yet.
Planned rematch between Anderson Silva and Chael Sonnen.
Yes.
Sonnen was suspended by the California Athletic Commission this week for having unusually high levels of testosterone in his system after the post-fight drug test.
Which could mean several things, but in my mind it means
he is going to appeal. He's got till December the 2nd to do it. If he appeals and he wins, then they may push off the Belfort fight, but it's not likely going to happen. If he is found actually guilty of this, he will be suspended.
A lot of trouble.
By California and all MMA organizations for a year.
I imagine Dana White will be unhappy with him.
Actually, Dana said that if he does a 1-year suspension, that's it. He's not going to put any extra suspensions on him.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Sonnen, obviously the ideal thing is not to do the crap in the first place. But if it's...
But he might not have done it.
But if you're innocent, yes, and I place that caveat, if you're innocent, we wish the best for you. Somebody else we wish the best for, although we thought he was done for the year.
Matt Hughes.
He's not done for the year.
We talked to you a couple of segments ago about Matt Hughes. Yes. He said he was going to be coming back and fighting next year.
Yeah,
well, instead,
not so much.
He's going to be fighting on the 20th of November. He's going to fight BJ Penn for the 3rd time because
he just loved it so much the first 2 times.
Dana White went to BJ Penn. He said, we got to fight. You could fight someone else, or you could fight Matt Hughes. Hughes said, what the hell, I'll fight. I'll be healed up by then.
I'll take a check.
How do these guys recoup so quick?
It's 3 months.
They are prime athletes. Finely tuned machines.
A heavyweight guy won't fight once every 2 years.
Heavyweight guys won't fight for every 2 years, but the thing about it, MMA guys, there's enough guys in the division you can go 3 months and come by. There's some guys that want to fight once or twice a month.
Finely tuned machines they are.
Because
with tremendous recuperative powers.
Apparently.
Somebody with tremendous recuperative powers, let me tell you, because he came back from a big one, and that is Mr.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
The next UFC primetime series will be Lesnar versus Velasquez. It starts on October the 6th.
Yes.
On Spike TV.
Cool.
Brock will
and you're going to get to see it.
Yeah, Brock will let the cameras follow him around for the series because he's a little antsy about it, cameras following around, but he laid down very specific ground rules about what they cannot shoot.
So no shots of him and the missus?
No shot with him and the missus, no shots of the kids, no shots of the house. Now,
why am I watching?
Yeah, why am I watching?
Because you'll show him training. And by the way,
training.
You show him training and everything. The entire month of October is officially been renamed by Spike Brocktober.
Ain't that damn original? Let me tell you.
10-13, 10-20, 10-28. Lesnar fights.
It's hard to believe they're a professional broadcasting operation with that kind of imagination. I
want
tell
a
you.
shirt with that on.
Ah, cool. So, somebody else who may want a shirt for Brock Lesnar because he's not going to have much else to do. It doesn't look like.
Former UFC fighter Keith, the Dean of Mean Jardine, is under
I
indefinite
love
suspension by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation for sportsmanship. Here's the deal: he fought at a shark fight thing a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
He was coming out to the ring. There was no one really watching the area for them to walk through. People were doing a lot of this to him and touching him. and some guy grabbed him and pulled on the shirt. So Jardine didn't know who the guy was. He
Turned
shoved the guy out
around.
of the way.
Boom.
And
Turns out that wasn't a bright move.
Turns out that guy was actually a representative from the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation.
Oops.
Now, because they didn't let him know who they were,
Yes.
I would imagine the suspension.
I'd imagine he skates on this one, but you never know.
If a guy's grabbing you when you're walking out to the octagon,
Yeah.
you don't know who it is, you're going to shove him.
And officials, while they don't like to be pushed, they do like to throw their authority around. So
I think
he
it would have
may,
been nice if the guy was wearing an ID.
yeah, really. I mean, a little something. He should have got his block knocked off or
Very least
something.
not grabbing him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
well, you know. Anyway, in
Stop this Emily happy.
talking about
A
Texas
happy note.
Texas area
A happy
MMA
note.
A happy
news,
note.
That ain't us.
somebody's kissed and made up.
Mark Cuban,
Well, I
the
don't know
owner of
about
the Dallas
kissed,
Mavericks, and Dana White, the head of UFC, have
Yes.
made up, and so HDNet's weekly MMA news show now has full access to the UFC. They'll be able to run video clips, and they have access to the Fight Week festivities. They had a little problem before; they wouldn't let them show anything on HDNet's MMA show. Dana and Mark sat down, they chatted, they realized
They
it was a
broke
bad
bread,
move,
they
broke
split a
bread,
bottle, they had
a couple.
They
bottles
met
of
of the
Ouzo.
minds met. They
And now
talked. They
everything
laughed.
is
It was
all
moved. Yes,
and well, they're friendly.
groovy. So that means now you can catch UFC events or clips on HDNet's MMA show.
Which I get on my cable system, but all I get is the sound and I get no picture, so I don't know what the heck.
Well, that kind of stinks. Anyway,
sucks.
I
while
imagine that's operator error.
I
No,
would think
it's-
so.
it's-
I would think so.
I think they think it's TV for the blind.
You know how
maybe.
to turn your TV on?
It was on. I go to the channel, and then that's the only channel that does that.
he's talented. So while you're catching MMA UFC clips on the MMA show, make sure you take a few minutes and catch some of our stuff, which is exactly as high quality.
It is.
And all the other stuff that he digs up out of cyberspace to bring to your attention every week on media, movies, wrestling, comic books, the whole schmear.
Everything.
Go to our little stop on the information superhighway where that little sprite is going to tell you where it is.
www.myalternatereality.com. Let's just say that if you don't go, the consequences will be dire.
She does that better than anybody else. So go there, check it out. He works very hard for you. Give it purpose. Give it meaning.
Yeah!
Say you like it.
Yeah!
Give him one of these.
One of these. That's all
That's
I
me,
want.
Uncle Peter.
One of these.
That's the
This is
beggar for.
Rodney Bowe.
He just wants his love. Can we all get along? Until we do, see ya.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.